story of Beasts of the Southern Wild came from Lucy Alibar's play, which was called Juicy and Delicious. Lucy Alibar was a friend of Ben Zeitlin, my friend from college. They met at a young playwrights kind of camp when they were both teenagers, and they had always wanted to work on something together. Ben had made Glory at Sea, our short film, in 2007, and went to go see Lucy's one-act play, Juicy and Delicious. And the story of Juicy and Delicious is very much about a young girl trying to, or actually it was a young boy in the original play, trying to make sense of her when his dad gets very sick. It was very southern. Lucy's from Panhandle, Florida, and Ben saw something in that play that he wanted to kind of transpose to Louisiana, and he wanted to make the play turn it from a play about losing a loved one into a film that's about losing a loved one and your home around you, which is a very Louisiana-specific kind of sentiment. And that's how they came to collaborate on the screenplay, and that's where the story came from. Certain visual elements of the film that you see, as far as where people live in the bathtub, certain elements of those houses are actually real and are there. You do have people who are living raised 18 feet off the ground because they want to protect themselves from floods. That's a real thing, and we filmed a lot of the film in Ile de Jean Charles, which is an actual place that is cut off by the levee system, that has a road that you see at the end of the film that gets flooded every year, that cuts them off even more, and it is sort of like nowhere else you've ever seen on Earth. It's just kind of cut off. That said, we did kind of complement those already standing elements with new constructions ourselves. For example, the school boat in the film is entirely a construction. We had a boat platform, and our art department built that from scratch. So it's sort of like there were some things that were there, and then we just literally built on top of them or around them to kind of complement them. The budget of Beasts of the Southern Wild came largely from Cinereach, or the funding for the budget came largely from Cinereach, a nonprofit in New York that took a chance on us. We were the first film that they had nearly fully financed, and they saw in Ben and us and what we were trying to do something that they really valued, which was a story that was not going to be otherwise able to come to be if not for some supporters like them. They made every risky decision along with us, the decision to cast entirely non-professionals, the decision to have a 6-year-old girl star in the film, the decision to shoot in Louisiana in a flood-prone area of Louisiana in the summer. They said yes to every single challenging circumstance that the film had with it, and so it was luck that we really met them. I mean, the film would not have been made without them. So we took Beasts of the Southern Wild to Sundance, and we had a big premiere at the Eccles Theater on the Friday at 11:30, which is a good time slot. And also, we encouraged everybody who had worked on the film to come out to Sundance and come to the premiere, which is not, I'd say that's not normally the course of action, and also, or more abnormally, that people would actually show up to Sundance and want to be there. And they did in large numbers. I think we had 80 to 100 people who were somehow involved in the film there in the Eccles Theater at the premiere, and that created an energy in the room that was palpable, and everybody was extremely excited to see the film, very, very moved by the film, and that directly led to an excitement about the film that translated into conversations with potential distributors and press people as well. Seriously, I think having somebody who believes very, very strongly in your project and sees that their ambition could be satiated by your ambition being satiated because they believe so much in the project and that it can be a good film and that it can succeed is a real solid ingredient. I think also more than that, I mean, if you have a script and you don't intend to direct it, then finding a director who thinks that it can bring it to life in the best way possible is also a key ingredient.